vibrant souls. If you're new to my channel, hello, my name is Nereyda and I'm a connecting with self and spiritual life coach, meditation teacher, and so much more. And if you've been here for a while, then welcome, welcome, welcome. So I wanted to do a video sharing a little bit more about my 30-day juice fast challenge. So today is my 11th day, so cheers. Whoop whoop, I'm having some tea from Drip. So cheers. But I just wanted to share a little bit more since I've just reached the 10th day yesterday and today's actually the 11th day. So my intention with going on this juice fast was to heal me. So I'm a huge believer in heal thyself and that we have the tools available and the answers within to really go through like healing ourselves in the best ways that we can. So I thought about juice fast as a way to heal and to detox my body. I have cysts in my ovaries. I have one that's, I believe I'm going to say it's like 5 centimeters or something on one of my ovaries. And I keep having this like feeling to juice for 30 days. So I thought, okay, like why not? Let's just try it out. And just to detox, right? Like I've been having coffee every day for like almost a month straight. And I had just come back from Canada when I decided to take on this challenge, and I was literally having coffee every day there too, and a donut. So if you know me pretty well, I would not add that to my breakfast, and yet I did. And I tried to tell myself that, you know, because I was in Canada, it was a little bit healthier, so it's totally okay. But a donut is a donut, a sugar is sugar, and I thought, okay, I really need to do this juice fast. And also with the intention to really connect further with my wound and with my pelvis and just with myself. So I have done juice fasts before from like 7 days and 10 days, and I've always enjoyed them. Yes, like there are headaches, and depending on how much of junk food I have been eating days or even months prior, the headaches do intensify. So this time around, the first couple of days, I had massive headaches, probably the worst headaches I've had while on a juice fast. And I really do believe that it's because of the coffee. So I never was a coffee drinker to begin with, and it's only maybe like the past year that like coffee has been really been a thing for me. In the way that I cope with my headaches, even though I really wanted to take a pill. So I really wanted to take Advil, I really wanted to take something to help ease it, but what really helped me was to take hot showers. So hot showers helped, and also a hot tea would help, and I would actually knock out earlier. So that really helped. Yes, it really helped. And also what helped me was knowing and repeating to myself that it was part of the detox process, that it was gonna pass, that it was just for this moment in time. I didn't have them all day. For some reason, they just really hit in the evening times. So I was just telling myself that, like, as I took a shower, as I had some tea, and I knocked out, and I would wake up feeling like, okay, like I'd feel good. So yeah, like that's been like the last like 4 days. And I haven't really felt hunger. I've been feeling like the last 2 days I've been feeling a lot of just cravings for food. So today I've been craving shrimp. I've been craving shrimp tacos, shrimp salads, shrimp like to dip in with like a sauce. Just, I really crave shrimp. And I had just like this feeling of gratitude for being able to cook and how much of a privilege it is to have a kitchen and to have supplies and to have groceries like so accessible and the income to buy food. And I really felt grateful for that today. But also, so I've also been using this juice fast, and the intention with it is to, again, like what I said, connect with myself even like spiritually and even intuitively. So lately what I've been doing since I started is waking up and doing yoga and really connecting, again, like I said, with my pelvis and my wound, and placing my hands on my pelvis after I do yoga. And I've been doing actually like this massage that I saw on YouTube of how to release or it's like a lymphatic drainage massage on your stomach and your pelvis area, and I've been using coconut oil to just like massage myself, and I've been talking to this part of my body. And what I tell myself is, okay, like I see you, I hear you, like I'm present here, like I love you, thank you for all that you do, and I'm healing you. Like you're healed, like I am healed. And whatever other affirmations arise in the moment, right? And of course, sometimes I'll get distracted and I'll like go on like some random thought about my day or whatever, and I'll go back to like massaging myself and putting my hands present and just talking to those parts of my body. So that's really also like the intention, right? Like when I juice fast, one of the things that I love that really helps me connect with my intuition and with my heart is that I feel a lot calmer. I feel a lot slower. And if you know me, you probably already know that I have really like fast energy, or very like hyper energy, very like da 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 type of energy. And when I juice fast, it really, really helps me kind of like slow down and be more present and be calm and really be more in my stillness without having to do some type of meditation. And I feel like when I'm in that space, I could really, really connect with my intuition and with my heart. And that's like a really good feeling. I feel there's like a softness to me too, right? Like I feel not that I'm more sensitive, but I feel more soft. So it literally feels when I juice fast as there is this like layer, or this like, I want to say wall maybe, but like this thick layer within me or maybe around me, and it's very much like productivity, it's very much like let's get shit done, it's very much like efficiency, it's very much like get to the point, like the to-do list kind of stuff, and there's a part of me that also feels like in it, like as much as I try to work with like giving my feelings space, and I think I've gotten so much better at it, sometimes it feels with that like layer present, or that wall, like okay, we don't have time for this right now, like let's move on. And yet when I juice fast, it feels like that whole layer just dissolves. And yes, like I still have my work to do, I still have like clients to see, I still have like things I have to get done, but yet that whole wall or layer, or like wall, I just said that, isn't really present. Like it's not running the show. It feels like that dissolves, and that softness or that slowness in me, or that like stillness in me is really kind of taking more leadership. And that's really one of the things that I love about juice fasting. Yeah, and I just feel more in touch, right? Like more in touch with that. So, but yeah, like one of the things too that happened like this week, which was like very interesting as I'm talking about like this calmness and the softness, is that frustration also hit in a way that it's never really hit before, in terms of when I'm hungry. So yesterday it felt like I did some errands with my dad in the morning, and it felt like a lot of things were really triggering me. It felt like, and again, maybe it's connected to that wall, maybe, where I'm more sensitive to feelings, like I'm more sensitive to just whatever emotion comes through, it just comes through like raw. But yeah, like yesterday, so that may be part of it too, but like yesterday, I felt I was running errands with my dad, and I just felt so triggered. Not with him, but we went to the doctors, and just like everything that they were saying was just so triggering. And I was like in the room with him, and I was like, maybe I just need to take a sip. Like maybe it's juice time. And before that, right, like I had this feeling of like, don't fuck with me today. Like today is not the morning, or the morning's not, it. But yeah, as I was like there with him in the room, I was like, maybe I just need to take a sip of like juice. And I did. I took a couple sips, and the frustration dissolved a little bit, and it was just very interesting because I've never been angry or frustrated when I'm hungry. When I'm hungry, usually I'm more introverted, I'm more quiet, and my energy is just like really, really low. So yeah, and then I took a sip, whatever, but it was so interesting because I've heard of Ram Dass talk about anger, right? And in one of his talks, it was really good. He talks about how when you're in this moment of anger and frustration, you're in a space of like righteousness, of like you thinking that you're right about whatever it is. And again, like I've never felt this before. I've heard of it and it made sense to me, and I was like, oh my god, like that feels like so right. Like, okay. And I kind of had like certain reflections pop up when I was listening to it. But yesterday I really felt it in the moment as like I'm frustrated, and then his voice popped up, that talk popped up, and I was like, oh, like I'm feeling righteous right now. Like I'm feeling righteous as like I know more than like the doctor or the nurse. And again, it was like really good awareness of like, okay, see where I'm at, like in this moment in time. Like, okay. But again, like I took a sip, right? It dissolved a little bit, and I had to go to work, so I was just like in that space of like, okay, like it's here, it's present, like I need to fucking ground. And I just had like this wave of feeling pop up, and tears started rolling down. And again, I was just like, okay, like tears are happening, and dude, guys, girls, like I was so much better afterwards. Like there was no thought as to like why I was tearing up or why. It just felt like, okay, tears want to release, and that's fine. And like I felt better afterwards. So it was like very interesting. But yeah, so that's like a little bit of what's been happening for the last like 10 days of this juice fast, and I've been really open to like whatever arises, whatever feelings arise, whatever emotion, whatever thoughts, and continuing with like my morning routine as to like why that's like my intention, right? And it's so crazy, right? Because as I'm telling you like my intention of I want to get in touch with my intuition and myself and my heart, I want to connect with like my pelvis and my wound and heal, you know, the cyst and just have a complete detox. I was trying to learn more about like all of the cyst part and the reproductive system and like women healing and stuff like that, and I totally forgot that I had bought this book maybe like almost a year ago called Sacred Woman, A Guide to Healing the Feminine Body, Mind, and Spirit. And she literally gives tips as to how to heal cyst and like other reproductive kind of issues in our bodies as a woman. And I was like, oh my god, the fucking answers are like right here. And she does talk about fasting and like what to eat and stuff like that, and mantras and all that good stuff. So I'm like, oh my goodness. And look, so I'll end this video with this little affirmation, and I haven't done it every day, but I've been trying to like also include it in my morning yoga and like connection. So it's a sacred womb wellness affirmation. My fallopian tubes are clear and clean. My ovaries are rich and filled with life. My vagina is a channel of puberty. My uterus is radiantly healthy. For my womb is a sacred part of me. So really sweet, right? So it's something that I'm also reading through this process. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, I'm just talking out loud. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionalist, I'm not none of that stuff. So I'm literally just talking from experience and doing a little diary of it. So I hope you guys have a beautiful night and much, much love.